Have you ever found yourself sitting by the window, maybe with a cup of tea in hand, watching the world go by and wondering what the future holds? Maybe you caught yourself thinking, how many more years do I have to enjoy these little moments? If you have, you're not alone. It's a question that crosses all our minds at some point, especially as we move past 65 and start noticing the subtle changes in our bodies and routines. But what if I told you that there are actually early warning signs, little clues your body gives you, that can help predict how long and how well you might live? And even better, what if these signs are backed by real science, not just old wives' tales or wishful thinking? Today, we're diving into something truly fascinating and, I think, empowering. We're going to talk about the 10 early warning signs of longevity after 65, all supported by scientific research. Now, before you start worrying, this isn't about doom and gloom or counting down the days. It's about understanding your body, recognizing the positive signals, and maybe even making a few small changes that could add years, good years, to your life. Because let's be honest, we all want to stick around for as many birthdays, family gatherings, and sunny afternoons as possible. So what are these signs? Well, some might surprise you. They're not all about having perfect blood pressure or running marathons. In fact, some of the most powerful predictors of a long, healthy life are things you might already be doing or could easily start doing today. And as we go through them, I'll share practical tips and real-life examples so you can see how these signs might show up in your own life. Let's start with one of the most overlooked yet powerful indicators: your walking speed. Yes, you heard that right. How quickly you walk can actually say a lot about your overall health and even your life expectancy. Researchers have found that people over 65 who walk at a brisk pace tend to live longer than those who walk more slowly. It's not about racing down the street or keeping up with the grandkids, but rather about maintaining a steady, confident stride. Think about the last time you walked to the mailbox or strolled through the grocery store. Did you feel strong and steady, or did you find yourself shuffling or needing to stop and catch your breath? If you're able to walk at a good pace, it's a sign that your heart, lungs, muscles, and even your brain are working well together. And the best part? If you feel like your pace has slowed, you can actually improve it with a little practice. Try adding a few extra steps to your daily routine, or challenge yourself to walk just a bit faster each day. Over time, you might be surprised at how much stronger and more energetic you feel. Now, let's talk about another sign that's easy to overlook: your grip strength. It might sound funny, but the strength of your handshake or how easily you can open a jar is more important than you might think. Studies have shown that grip strength is closely linked to overall muscle health and even to how long you might live. If you have a firm, steady grip, it's a good sign that your muscles are in good shape and that you're staying active. On the other hand, if you've noticed your grip getting weaker, it could be a gentle nudge from your body to pay a little more attention to strength-building activities. You don't need fancy equipment or a gym membership. Simple exercises like squeezing a softball, using hand weights, or even gardening can help keep your hands and arms strong. And let's be honest, being able to open your own pickle jar or carry your groceries without help feels pretty great, doesn't it? As we move along, there's another sign that might surprise you: your sense of purpose. Yes, having a reason to get up in the morning, whether it's caring for a pet, volunteering, spending time with family, or pursuing a hobby, has been shown to have a powerful effect on longevity. People who feel like they have a purpose tend to live longer, healthier lives. It's not about having a grand mission or changing the world. Sometimes it's the small things that matter most. Maybe you love tending to your garden, or you look forward to your weekly coffee date with friends. These little joys give your days meaning and keep your mind and spirit engaged. If you've been feeling a bit adrift lately, try picking up a new hobby, joining a local club, or reaching out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. You might be surprised at how much brighter your days feel when you have something to look forward to. So, we've talked about walking speed, grip strength, and sense of purpose. 3 early warning signs that can tell you a lot about your future health and happiness. Each of these is something you can pay attention to and, if needed, work on improving. Remember, it's never too late to make positive changes, and even small steps can add up to big results over time. Now that we explored these first important signs, let's keep this momentum going and look at what else your body and mind might be telling you about your journey ahead. When you think about the little things that make a big difference in your health, sleep might not be the first thing that comes to mind. But let's be honest, how many times have you woken up in the middle of the night, glanced at the clock, and wondered if you'll ever get back to sleep? It turns out the quality of your sleep is a powerful sign of how well your body is aging. Scientists have found that people over 65 who consistently get restful, uninterrupted sleep tend to have better memory, stronger immune systems, and even longer lives. It's not just about the number of hours you spend in bed, but how deeply you sleep. If you find yourself tossing and turning, or waking up feeling groggy, it might be time to look at your bedtime routine. Maybe try winding down with a good book, keeping your bedroom cool and dark, or even listening to some gentle music before bed. Sometimes, just a few small changes can help you drift off more easily and wake up feeling refreshed. Another sign that often goes unnoticed is your appetite. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I've earned the right to enjoy my meals. And you're absolutely right. But here's the thing, a steady, healthy appetite is actually a good sign that your body is functioning well. As we age, it's normal for our appetites to change a bit. But sudden loss of interest in food or unexplained weight loss can be a red flag. On the flip side, enjoying regular balanced meals is linked to better energy, stronger muscles, and a more robust immune system. If you notice you're not as hungry as you used to be, or if food just doesn't taste the same, it might be worth chatting with your doctor. Sometimes it's something simple, like needing to adjust your medications or add a little more flavor to your meals. And don't forget, sharing a meal with friends or family can make eating more enjoyable and help keep your spirits up, too. Let's talk about something that's a little more personal, your social life. You might not realize it, but staying connected with others is one of the strongest predictors of a long, healthy life. It doesn't mean you have to be the life of the party or have a huge circle of friends. Even a few close relationships can make a world of difference. Studies show that people who maintain regular contact with friends, family, or community groups tend to live longer and feel happier. Maybe you have a neighbor you chat with over the fence, or a friend you call every week. Those connections matter. If you're feeling a bit isolated, consider joining a local club, taking a class, or volunteering. Sometimes, reaching out can feel a little daunting, but you might be surprised at how many people are looking for the same kind of connection. Now, let's shift gears and talk about your memory. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or maybe you've misplaced your keys for the 3rd time this week. Don't worry, it happens to all of us. But here's the good news. Occasional forgetfulness is normal, and keeping your mind active is a great way to support your brain health as you age. People who regularly challenge their minds, whether it's through puzzles, reading, learning new skills, or even just having lively conversations, tend to maintain sharper memories and better cognitive function. If you enjoy crossword puzzles, card games, or picking up a new hobby, you're already doing your brain a favor. And if you haven't tried something new in a while, maybe now's the perfect time to start. Remember, your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Another subtle but important sign is your ability to recover from illness or injury. Think back to the last time you caught a cold or had a minor fall. Did you bounce back quickly, or did it take a while to feel like yourself again? Your body's resilience, how fast you recover from setbacks, is a strong indicator of your overall health and longevity. People who recover quickly often have stronger immune systems and better physical reserves. If you notice it's taking longer to get over a bug or heal from a scrape, it might be a sign to pay a little more attention to your nutrition, hydration, and activity levels. Staying active, eating well, and getting enough rest can all help your body stay resilient. As we move through these signs, it's important to remember that everyone's journey is different. You might recognize some of these signs in yourself, or maybe you see them in a loved one. The key is to pay attention to the little things, those everyday moments that add up to a bigger picture of your health. And the best part? Most of these signs are things you can influence, even with small changes. So, as you think about your own life, maybe take a moment to reflect on your sleep, your appetite, your social connections, your memory, and how quickly you bounce back from life's little bumps. Each of these is a window into your body's inner workings, and together, they can help you make choices that support a longer, healthier, and more joyful life. Let's keep this conversation going and explore even more ways your body and mind might be giving you clues about your future well-being. Sometimes, the most telling signs of longevity are the ones we barely notice in our day-to-day lives. Take, for example, your sense of balance. Have you ever caught yourself wobbling a bit when you stand up from a chair or try to put on your socks? It might seem like a small thing, but your ability to stay steady on your feet is actually a powerful indicator of your overall health. Researchers have found that good balance is closely linked to a lower risk of falls, stronger bones, and even a longer life. If you feel a little unsteady, don't worry. Balance is something you can improve at any age. Simple exercises, like standing on one foot while holding onto the kitchen counter or practicing gentle yoga, can make a big difference over time. And every time you catch yourself before a stumble, you're giving your body a little boost of confidence. Another sign that often flies under the radar is your outlook on life. It might sound a bit fluffy, but having a positive attitude really does matter. People who approach each day with optimism and gratitude tend to live longer and enjoy better health. Maybe you're the type who always finds something to smile about, even on a rainy day. Or perhaps you had your share of tough times, but you still look for the silver lining. Science shows that this kind of mindset can lower stress, support your immune system, and even protect your heart. If you find yourself feeling down more often than not, try starting a simple gratitude practice. Maybe jot down 3 things you're thankful for each morning, or share a happy memory with a friend. It's amazing how these small shifts in perspective can brighten your days and, over time, add up to a healthier, longer life. Let's not forget about flexibility, both in your body and your mind. Being able to bend, stretch, and move comfortably is a sign that your joints and muscles are staying healthy. But flexibility isn't just physical. It's also about how you adapt to life's changes. Maybe you've had to adjust to new routines, learn new technology, or find new ways to stay connected with loved ones. People who stay open to change and keep learning new things tend to age more gracefully and live longer. If you haven't tried a new activity in a while, maybe now's the time to give it a go. Whether it's a gentle stretching routine, a new recipe, or even a puzzle app on your phone, every little bit helps keep your body and mind limber. One more sign that's easy to overlook is your ability to manage stress. Life doesn't get any less complicated as we get older, does it? There are always bills to pay, appointments to keep, and sometimes worries about health or family. But how you handle these stresses can make a big difference in your long-term health. People who have healthy ways to cope, like talking things out with a friend, spending time in nature, or practicing deep breathing, tend to have lower blood pressure, better heart health, and a stronger immune system. If you notice that stress is getting the better of you, try carving out a few minutes each day just for yourself. Maybe take a walk, listen to your favorite music, or simply sit quietly and breathe. These moments of calm can help your body recover from stress and keep you feeling your best. As we talk about these signs, It's important to remember that nobody is perfect. We all have days when we feel a little off balance, or when stress gets the better of us. The key is to notice these moments. Listen to what your body is telling you, and make small adjustments where you can. Every positive choice you make, no matter how small, adds up over time. And here's something truly encouraging. Science shows that it's never too late to start making changes. Whether you're 65, 75, or even 85, your body and mind are always capable of growth and improvement. Maybe you start by adding a few more steps to your daily walk, or by reaching out to an old friend for a chat. Perhaps you try a new recipe, or spend a few minutes each day stretching or practicing gratitude. These little actions are like seeds. You plant them now, and over time, they grow into a healthier, happier you. So as you move through your days, pay attention to these early warning signs. Celebrate the things you're already doing well, and don't be afraid to try something new. Remember, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. Every step you take, every positive thought, every connection you make brings you closer to a future filled with energy, purpose, and joy. If you noticed any of these signs in your own life, or if you have tips and stories to share, I'd love to hear from you. Your experiences can inspire others and help build a community where we all support each other in living our best lives. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical, uplifting advice. Here's to embracing every day with curiosity, courage, and a smile, because you deserve nothing less.